Hey guys, welcome back to the Route 6657 Chevy 210 restoration. Today I've been wrangling with this here piece, which is part of the heater assembly that goes in the car. We do get cold days here in the Carolinas, so I would like to make sure that I do have some heat in the car. And so, but cleaning this thing is hard. I mean, you got holes. You got hole here for another piece, and then you got here is where it goes up to the defroster ducts, your cable mount. You got vents in here. I mean, you could drill this apart and take the top off of it. That would be a long and lengthy job. So what I did, mine was so rusty, this flapper valve would not even originally move in it. So basically, I put it in vinegar, I soaked it, I wire brushed it. I wire brushed up inside, every place that I could get. It cleaned up pretty good. So I'm fairly happy with the results. And so now we're on to the painting the outside of it. And I've given it 2 coats of rust reformer already, and very happy with that result. Rust reformer works pretty well. It's not an expensive product. But I'm almost buying the stuff in bulk, you know, there's so many cans of it. So but anyhow, a little detent that was on the inside came loose, so I got to figure out how that goes back in there. So but anyways, we're gonna give it a coat. It actually was like originally a silver grayish color, and I looked closely at it. It looks very much like an older style hammered paint that they used to use industrially. With that in my mind, I want to go back to a hammered finish. So I found this Fusion all-in-one hammered. It says it's a dark bronze, but it's more silver according to the cap. So I'm going to give it a shot, see what it looks like, and we'll go from there. So, you can bear with me. You know, you always got to, we call her a rattle can for a reason. You know, rattle it up. And let's take a look, see what she looks like here. So you have a choice. You can get a spray gun out and clean a spray gun for these little individual pieces, or you can just do spray cans. If it's prepped right, that's the main thing. And this is a fairly rough surface, been wire brushed. It's, you know, got some pits. You know, it's not going to be a perfect piece. So this is a driver, as I've said before. So let's see what she's going to look like here. Looks very gray to me on this. So give her a few coats. I think she'll look good. This hammered paint covers quite better than like regular paint, because I think it's pretty thick because of the hammering effect that the paint carries out on its own. So we'll give her a nice shot, and you're gonna get a little bit of me here. I think I can just turn it around. Probably get some paint on me, but we'll flip it around and give her some more. Just to stave off the rust on the inside. Give her another coat. I don't think she looks too bad. Now, as it dries, it gets this hammered finish to it. So doesn't look 100% smooth now, you know. So it's I've painted different stuff with this stuff. So in the 80s, I did a 69 Mustang, and the Mustang, uh-oh, a beard hair. Not a Mustang, a 69 GTO, and that had spackle paint in the trunk, if you guys remember that old stuff. But it was chock-a-block full of spackle paint. So I think we've got this. I'm gonna move her down here a little bit. I got these braces that I picked up. Now my car's a sedan, and it doesn't call for these short side braces. Now I've dipped these in vinegar. They got a little bit of flash rust. You know, you get that, but I'm going to shoot them with the coat of this rust reformer here. So that's the next thing we're on to today. But we'll give them a coat, and I'll flip this over and give it a coat of paint once it dries on the other side. I like this rust reformer. It's it seems to do the trick. So we'll give her a coat. It goes on clear, but anywhere where there's rust, it dries into a wow, little spider web got in there. So it dries to a coat that's kind of black oxide color, but it does the trick. And it doesn't take long for it to start turning black. They say it recommends 2 coats, so I'll probably give her 2 coats. I'm very liberal with it. Maybe wasteful, but I don't see a problem with it. Using a little extra of the paint if it's going to keep the car from rusting. You know, you want it to last as long as you can, and you're starting with something that's not perfect to begin with, especially in my case. You know, I seen a guy the other day said, you spend $5,000 on a ton of rust. He had a little spreadsheet, and it was arguments with the wife and all kinds of stuff that cost you, and I'm like, I'm pretty fortunate. And no arguments with the wife about it. She asked me to finish building our house before I started concentrating on the 57, so and she knows I can be pretty single-minded. So here we are. I'm working on her today, and it's not an issue. I don't have to buy flowers. I don't have to apologize. To me, that's a good wife. So anyhow, we got these things coated up. Kept you long enough with my yakking. If you enjoy these things, like and subscribe. You may or may not agree with what I do and how I do it, but it's me. It's how I do it. You can do things how you want to do. That's the joy of doing a car restoration, a car overhaul, and you have to keep in mind your goal. I mean, my goal is to take this car out west, drive up and down Route 66 with it, back and forth with my wife, and enjoy life. And so keep the rubber side down, guys, and we'll see you later on.